So hello everyone. I worked on this one since about like 2 years, so I thought maybe I can make a quick tutorial about it. Like, let's call it a breakdown and see how I made some like specific details here and there. So let's just see this preview here. I know my channel is for like products, but I thought like maybe I can make some tutorials for hard surface stuff. I'm making some hard surface stuff for products, but also I thought like weapons and helmets might be like a good start also. So let's talk about this model here and how I make it. So I made this one for XYZ models. So let's get started. So let's see, and let's get started on let's just turn it to play, and I think play is better. So let's see how we made this part here. What do we have here? Like this hole here, as you can see this one, how we made this one. So it's very easy. Let's just select this one here and this one here. Let's get to select this one and something like that. We have to make like a little inset, something like this one. Also just a little bit more like that. And let's go now and go to local. So just bring it down. Sorry, I was working on like edge constraints. So let's just bring it down like that and delete this one. Maybe we can add also here something like this. So let's take a look. As you can see here, we got like a round edges, and this one is sharp. So how we make that? Just by adding some chamfer. Let's select this one and this one, and also for all of it the same way. So let's just go to chamfer, and it's 0.2. I think 0.2 is enough. So we have to select this one here and this one here and delete this one. So let's just select this one, connect, and select this one and connect. Actually, I have a problem, which is actually, as you can see, the length of the segment. So I think it's a little bit tall. So maybe we can just select this ones here and add the segment here. So let's just make it on the floor. And now let's just weld this one here and with this one here. As you can see, so the length is now like shorter than this one. So that's it. This is not the final version I worked on. So this one, like, as you can see, the title here, it's 02. So I made a lot of changes in the final one. So that's how I make it. And as you can see here, just around edges, we can do it the same way, but I don't want to waste a lot of time on that. So let's see what do we have also. So this helmet was like having a lot of details, and I thought maybe I can add some details here and there. So in this one also, we have the same. As you can see, this one is the same as the one above, so it's very easy to make. And we have some holes. For holes, I'm using the loop regularizer. So let's take a look at that. Let's make here some like inset and just make a face. And now let's just convert it with the loop regularizer and just like small like that. And maybe we add some inset like that and extrude it just a little bit here. So let's delete this one. And now, as you can see, we have hole. So I love adding holes to everything like sci-fi stuff. It makes like good, like good looking for sci-fi things. And as you can see here on this one, I have like a filling. So if you want to make any filling, for me, I'm using cyanide tools. And so let's go here and select this one and fill it. So after that, we can just like detach this one. Okay, and now we can just select this one. So just bring it up, something like this, or maybe just, okay, no problem. And now we can just like scale it down and let's just make it inside. So we have to make for this one, like just a little bit of thickness. That's it. And let's add some chamfer for this one. Let's make it like, okay. And we have like this parts here. So because of the angle, so let's make it like about 60. So 60 is good. And let's add subdivision. So that's it. Let's take a look here. As you can see, this one, the same way of making this one. So let's just delete this one or just keep it anyway. And we have here this area. It's only a cylinder and just try to add some stuff here, like add some details here and just for this one also. Okay, let's take a look at this one here, how I make this holes here, this 4 holes and this one here. So I think let's just convert it again. And before I made like a collapse for one subdivision, I think, so I can add some details. So because it was like a low poly, we can say. So let's just select. I have sub-selection, so let's turn it off and let's see this one like something like that. So something like this one, maybe we can just go to let's put it on view and just take a face, and maybe you can just bring this something like this and just make a little bit of inset. I think okay, that's enough. And let's just take and or make an extrude just a little bit inside. So and delete it. Also the same thing here, we can just select this one here and select this one here, and we can make a chamfer now. Not exactly sharp, but I think this one is enough. So now let's delete this one here and connect to this one. And also here we have like just maybe to delete this stuff and something like this. So let's take a look now. That's how I make or adding these details here. Also for the hole, I make it with the loop regularizer. And for the fillings, as you can see here, also the fillings also with the same cyanide tools. So let's see here, what do we have? Also, we have like cables, and cables for you have always to work it with splines, as you can see. Let's take a look here. So splines always for cables and this tubes stuff. For this part here is very easy. I think I just I didn't collapse the modifier, so let's take a look at that. So it's only like a cylinder and just extrude this part here and extrude it to here also. So just and add subdivision. Collapse one of subdivision and just delete the part here and just make this one. So that's it for this part here. I don't know exactly what is this part, so I just want to make it. Anyway, so what do we have also? We have a lot of stuff, but let's take a look at only the body. We can see the body here, only the body without any details. So let's just take these ones. So I think it have a lot of details or enough details actually, so we don't have to make like or add some more. So let's take a look at that. Actually, yes, I like it that way. So okay, let's take a look also at all details, other details, and we have a lot of fillings. We have the eyes, we have these parts, we have these parts here and there. So I just wanted to show you. Also, we have this part here. Also, with the same way, I just add some holes and extrude this one here. And this one is not the final version of the helmet, so you can see some parts that is like I have some simple mistakes here. As you can see, this one is not connected, so just let's go and connect this one. So guys, I just wanted to talk about this model and show you how I make like some stuff, some details, and I know my channel is not for this kind of content, so I think I will try later to add more. So hope you enjoyed it and thank you for watching.